Anna Utulf. Anna Utulf, born YC17, is the former governor of the Amatar Mandate. A Nafantar by birth, Utulf was the first Minmatar to rise to the position of governor of the Mandate, the post having previously been occupied solely by Amar. Utulf attained cluster-wide notoriety for encouraging Nafantar to defect to the Minmatar Republic during the Elder invasion in YC 110. Early life. Anna Utulf was born to the prestigious Utulf family. They were one of the first Nafantar clans to begin collaborating with the Amar following the Day of Darkness and retained favored status among their Amar overlords for centuries later. Their status meant they were one of the largest slave-owning families in the Mandate. Anna, who was surrounded by family-owned slaves as a child, enjoyed a privileged upbringing and attended the finest Amar schools. She received a full scholarship to the Amatar Consular University. As a member of the Utulf family, Anna was destined for a life of leadership. In YC43, she was appointed the overseer of a small plantation in Tanu. Under her tenure, Tanu was recognized as being among the most efficient plantations in the Mandate, regularly outproducing larger competitors. Slave revolts and deaths, commonplace under her predecessors, were eradicated thanks to a strict system of punishment and rewards. Her efforts received several commendations from the local theology council representatives, who noted slaves under Anna's preview showed impressive religious growth. By YC 56, Anna was the slave overseer of the entire Tanu system, having received the full blessing of both Amatar and Amar leaders. Though individual plantations and mines never reached the efficiency of her first assignment, production and slave contentment was up across the board. It was during this time that some Amar began to believe she was too soft on slaves, but her results spoke for themselves. Entry into politics. Given the strength of the slave industries under Utulf's command, it was no surprise when she entered into Mandate politics. In YC 67, Utulf successfully petitioned the Amatar consulate for the position of governor of Chita. Though some considered the appointment a step down from her position as Tanu's slave overseer, Utulf became renowned for the energy and passion she brought to the position. Within a year, she initiated reforms to the system's extensive mining operations, aimed primarily at increasing profitability by reducing deaths and injuries. In YC 74, Utulf negotiated for the opening of a Concord assembly plant in the system. Though the plant would not open until after Utulf had left the office, it was widely considered a coup for the Amatar. Utulf was promoted to the position of governor of Anarez Constellation in YC 76, following the untimely death of the former governor. She only held the position for a short time before taking a position as head of the Amatar Consulate's Trade and Commerce Division. During her tenure there, Utulf encouraged the entire Mandate to adopt more modern slave-holding practices, mimicking those used among more liberal holders in the empire. This move proved unpopular with Amatar slave owners, as the practices were more costly, but won her wide acclaim from the liberal-leaning Hydran 7 government. She increased trade with the Caldari state, granting several lucrative mining licenses to Caldari corporations and reducing tariffs on Caldari imports. At the same time, she opened limited trade with the Minmatar Republic during a brief ceasefire between the two longtime enemies in YC 84. Though the trade agreement ultimately fell through when hostilities reignited, Utulf gained the respect of many Minmatar corporate heads. More successfully, she pushed for several trade treaties with the Galenti Federation. Though never as profitable as either side hoped, the pipeline remains as a source of Galenti goods entering the Amar Empire. Rise to Consulate High Commissioner. By YC 91, the Amatar Mandate was flourishing financially under Utulf's direction, having dramatically increased trade with the Caldari, solidified the economic importance of the region for the empire, and improved the standard of living for free Amatar across the Mandate. Despite her success, it still surprised many when Governor Ibrar Ondagoy named her the High Commissioner of the Amatar Consulate, the highest position an Amatar could attain in the Mandate at the time. As High Commissioner, Utulf publicly proclaimed the goal of greater integration with the Amar Empire, though her policies seemed to push the two apart. She encouraged a buildup of the Amatar fleet, an act that within 5 years resulted in a significant increase in the percentage of Amatar in leadership positions. She increased trade with the Caldari and Galenti and worked for a lasting peace with the Minmatar Republic. In YC 109, Utulf initiated formal peace talks with the Minmatar Republic, a move that was viewed with mixed emotions from both Empire and Mandate citizens. Though Governor Ondagoy claimed the Empire was fully aware of the planned talks, analysts widely believed the Empire had been left in the dark by Utulf. Although the peace talks were marred by terrorist bombings from the bloody hands of Matar, Utulf remained hopeful an accord could be reached. Rise to Amatar governor and subsequent defection. Late in YC 109, Governor Ondagoy stepped down from his post as Amatar governor, citing failing health. In a stunning move, Utulf was named his successor, becoming the first Amatar governor of Amatar birth. Chamberlain Karsif, acting leader of the Amar Empire, affirmed the appointment without fanfare. Utulf retained her position as High Commissioner of the Amatar Consulate following her appointment, causing some opponents to claim she was attempting to gather power. When the existence of Starkmanir survivors was discovered in the Mandate in YC 110, Utulf moved slowly in getting the consulate involved. Some observers believed she deliberately slowed the Amar investigations of the claims, though publicly she offered the consulate's full support. In June of YC 110, the Elder Fleet invaded the Amatar Mandate. Utulf shocked the cluster once again by usurping all Mandate communications channels and urging Amatar to defect to the Republic. Utulf herself connected with Elder Fleet drop ships and escaped from the Mandate under heavy escort. Current situation. Utulf successfully managed to escape to the Minmatar Republic following the Elder invasion. Though there was some momentum for Utulf to take a position as the head of the revived Nefantar tribe, she never made any motions towards seeking the appointment. Shortly after, Anna Utulf quietly disappeared from the political radar in the Republic, apparently retiring to a life of solitude. She remains a wanted criminal in both the Amatar Mandate and Amar Empire, though no public attempts have been made to capture her.